سیمای آزادی با بلکمن نماینده پارلمان انگلستان، رئیس مشترک کمیته المللی پارلمانترها برای ایران دموکراتیک 18 تیر 1405.
Obviously, the government has finally passed the National Security Act, which received royal assent. This finally enables the government to take the necessary action which we've been calling for many years, namely the proscription of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organisation that enables the government of the day obviously to take action not only against the IRGC but all of the front organisations, whether they be media, whether they be charities or other types of organisation. That is welcome news. Across Europe and across the United States of America and beyond, our allies have taken the necessary steps. So it's now contingent on our government to do the same. But we can't stop there. And many other types of terrorist organisations that support the IRGC and take direction from Iran. The theocratic regime that currently runs Iran is endangering its people. And in fact, recently they've broken the fragile ceasefire which has existed with the United States and allies by bombing ships and ports in Oman and other friendly states towards the west. That is a flagrant breach of the ceasefire and indeed has led to the United States once again commencing military action against Iran. And the message has to be that this can no longer be tolerated. But equally, we salute the brave Iranian people, the protesters that are against the regime, that want to see freedom and democracy restored to Iran. Those brave people who demonstrate every day, put their lives on the line, must be saluted and applauded, but supported as well. The only solution that was feasible is a regime change so that Madam Rajavi, with her 10-point plan, can restore democracy and freedom to the people of Iran. This will mean, very importantly, that the people of Iran will get to choose their government in democratic free elections within 6 months. That is a clear demonstration of how a plan can be instituted whereby the Iranian people will get to choose their leadership. We should not be kowtowing to the son of the late Shah. He has been suddenly surfaced when the brave Iranian people were taking action to try and restore democracy to Iran. He has, as we know, no firm support in Iran. He has links to the IRGC and the other military aspects of the regime. We have called upon the various different sections to not encourage him to continue his campaign. What is important now is that we end the executions that are going on, that we ensure that the British nationals that are unfairly imprisoned in Iran are returned. We call on the British government now to deport all of those individuals that are involved in terrorist or promoting the Iranian regime in the UK. We call on the British government to end diplomatic relations with Iran, removing our embassy from Tehran and closing the embassy in the United Kingdom. But furthermore, action to be taken against all those subversive elements that are undermining freedom and democracy and pose a threat to the UK and to our allies. Those people should be deported immediately, and indeed an end to all of those charities that are supported from Tehran that spread their propaganda. We must also close down the media stations that are currently broadcasting the views of the regime and potentially causing division in our society. So I end by saying all power to the brave people of Iran. Let us look forward to freedom and democracy and Madam Rajavi becoming not just president-elect but president of a free and democratic Iran and returning power to the people of Iran.
مصاحبه سیمای آزادی با لورد کرکهوب عضو مجلس اعیان رهبر محافظه‌کاران در پارلمان اروپا 2008 تا 2010، معاون پارلمانی پیشین وزارت کشور انگلستان، 17 تیر 1405.
It's a great honor for me today to be speaking to the Iranian resistance television. Particularly now we have a situation where I and many of my colleagues in Parliament here have been demanding that the IRGC is banned from a British perspective, because it is terribly important to demonstrate our ability to support the cause of freedom in Iran. For many years I have been arguing that it is only when we bring democracy back to Iran, proper democracy, that in fact the people will be best served. Not by the repressive regime and not by the activities of the IRGC. The Terrorism Act of 2000 allowed governments then to take action, should they have decided to do that, against that organization, which not only is breaching human rights and treating the people, the ordinary people of Iran, in such a terrible way, but is also committing acts of an international terrorist nature, acts which actually threaten the British people, apart from other countries as well. I have said that that Terrorism Act could have been utilized, but it was not. Governments have come and governments have gone without using it. Now we have a new law, a national security law, put in place as a result of considerable pressure by myself and my colleagues in the House of Commons and in the House of Lords. We have demanded that that is put into effect and that one of its first acts and actions will be the banning of the IRGC. And I will continue with my colleagues to press the government to get on with it and to take away this threat. Because if we don't do that and we don't give that strong message, I'm afraid that the activities of that organization will continue without any check, without any balance, and very much against the interests of Iran.